President Muhammadu Buhari says Nigeria is ready to take the existing cordial relations between Nigeria and the Republic of Guinea-Bissau to the next level. Parents of the recently released students of Federal College of Forestry Mechanization of Faka Kaduna continue to throng the college in anticipation of a planned reunion. Plus, a national policy on inclusive volunteerism unveiled by the federal government. These and more on Panorama today, reaching you live from Abuja. I'm Elizabeth Omori. Thanks for staying with us. In the course of the bulletin, we will be joining Chinenya Nwoye in Enugu for the continuation of Panorama, but let's take some stories before that. President Muhammadu Buhari says Nigeria is ready to push higher the existing cordial relations between Nigeria and the Republic of Guinea-Bissau so as to align them with the strategic and economic priorities of the two countries. The president stated this Thursday after receiving in audience his Guinea-Bissau counterpart, Umara Sissoko Embalo. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo has details.
This is the seventh time President Umaru Sissoko Embalo is coming to Nigeria since coming to power in January last year. President Muhammadu Buhari described the relationship between the two countries as well as their leaders as robust and stable. He commended President Umaru Embalo, whom he described as a brother, true friend of Nigeria, and a visionary leader for his efforts at meeting the aspirations of his people. Nigeria played a significant role in stabilizing the political and security situation in Guinea-Bissau, which faced a serious threat of disintegration after disputed elections. For President Umaru Embalo, the government of Guinea-Bissau cannot thank Nigeria enough, saying the trajectory of bilateral relations points to a brighter future for the two countries and the entire West African sub-region.
All this support Nigeria and of course Baba for Guinea-Bissau to stabilize is why today I'm coming here to say Baba, thank you very much for supporting Guinea-Bissau. Today, a lot of people that forget about Guinea-Bissau because we don't have bad reputation all the time in Guinea-Bissau and the news. Thank you again, Baba. Thank you very much.
Guinea-Bissau, which had been on the agenda of ECOWAS summits in the last 20 years, is now on the path to a prosperous future. And as President Embalo says, this is the best moment to visit and say thank you to the Nigerian leader. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
And still from the presidency, President Muhammadu Buhari has unveiled two national policies formulated by the Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy in furtherance of his administration's efforts at effectively securing the country, enhancing economic development and fighting corruption. Then the national policy for the promotion of indigenous contents in Nigeria's telecommunications sector, as well as the revised national identity policy for SIM card registration. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo once again reports.
The national policy for the promotion of indigenous content in the ICT sector is aimed at ensuring that Nigerians become active participants in various sectors of the economy. This, President Buhari said, is in line with the mandate given to the Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy to collaborate more effectively with the private sector towards creating a large number of well-paying jobs for Nigerians in furtherance of efforts at lifting 100 million out of poverty in 10 years.
As a country, our desire to produce what we eat and consume what we produce is not limited to the literal meaning. Rather, we want to work towards being self-sufficient in every sector of the economy. For the telecom sector, we want Nigerians to play a major role in the design and manufacture of devices, in meeting the manpower requirements, and in becoming an active part of the telecommunication ecosystem of the country.
The revised National Digital Identity Policy for SIM card registration, on the other hand, will support government's genuine efforts at enhancing national security and stability for sustainable economic development. The president, who described NIN as the foundational digital ID for the country, said attempts made in the past to promote its usage were futile due to a number of reasons, including sabotage.
We are fully committed to the safety of Nigerians, and linking the SIM to national identification number will significantly enhance security. This is an incredible achievement. I'm very, very pleased with that. We'll be able to identify people, including the crooks. Yeah. Our goal is to make sure technology provides a platform for improving service delivery in the country and does not become a tool for perpetrating crimes.
Consequently, the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami, has again been directed by the President to ensure that no SIM card is allowed to access Nigeria's telecommunications network unless attached to the national identification number. He also directed the minister to coordinate the implementation of both national policies and urge all stakeholders to ensure compliance. The minister, Dr. Isa Ali Pantami, had earlier told participants that the two national policies, which he described as robust, are products of effective collaboration and cooperation with critical stakeholders from both private and public sectors, including security agencies.
Some of the initiatives we have introduced recently are being copied by other African countries, and they are always making reference to our modest innovation and also trying to emulate what we have been doing. When it comes to national identification number, within 6 months we were able to achieve over 12 million citizens who have enrolled in the database. Part of our effort of promoting indigenous content in ICT sector, we were able to establish a world-class SIM card manufacturing company in Nigeria, which has the capacity to be producing a minimum of 200 million SIMs annually.
During the event, Dr. Isa Ali Pantami was applauded by the president for what he called the landmark achievements of the digital economic sector, including championing the growth and development of the local content initiative. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
Excited and still somewhat anxious, parents of the recently released students of Federal College of Forestry Mechanization Afaka, Kaduna have continued to throng the college in anticipation of a planned reunion with the returnees. The released students, the last batch released by their adopters on Wednesday, have been undergoing medical checks.
They came in their numbers and visibly excited. Their shock and trauma since the abduction of the students for about 2 months now, they say, is better imagined.
I feel so happy, so excited, and I thank God for everything.
The students are still receiving medical attention at a police facility. Commissioner of Police Kaduna State, Umar Muri, visited the students and confirmed they are stable.
You know, we have 20 females and 7 males. And I can tell you without mincing with that most of them are stable, but the doctors are still working on them. We are waiting for the doctors' evaluation on them. When that is done, then we'll get back to you and let you know how far we can go or how far we are doing.
The students have been in the facility since they are released by their abductors on Wednesday. In Kaduna, Achari Maxwell, NTA News.
Time now to join our correspondent, Sulaiman Abdullah Rigachokun in Kaduna for an update on the release of the remaining 27 kidnapped students from the Federal College of Forestry Mechanization, Afaka. Sulaiman, it's good to see you again.
Thank you very much. Well, it is no longer news that the students were freed, and they are about 27. They are receiving medical attention at a health facility in Kaduna, and that the police will bring them to the school for official handover to the school management. Right now, just like yesterday morning, the situation, the mood in the school was that of, is that of celebration, is that of parents trooping in in anticipation of their loved ones in the school premises. The school management, right from the provost of the school, the teachers, and also the mates of the students kidnapped, are all coming in to receive their loved ones. Right now, we are waiting alongside the school management and the parents for the delivery of these freed students by the Kaduna State Command of the Nigerian Police. That is the situation for now. The auditorium that the students are going to be received is well kept, is being cleaned, and chairs are being arranged, and the mood is that of happiness, expression of gratitude to God and to the government for this release of the abducted students. Standing with me, some of the parents who are going to speak with us on their experience when during the when their children were still in abduction, and how they feel now that they are freed. We have Mr. Gajere to share his thought with us. Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine. Tell us how the experience was, having your son being kidnapped by bandits.
When I have I lose my mind. I have no contact with anybody because these previous days that I miss talking with her. It's a little bit challenge to me.
There was no any contact for the whole of these 7 weeks they were in captivity.
The contact that I make is not the phone, but any relation thing that I'm going to do successfully, I thought it taught my life.
So now that they are freed, how do you feel?
I feel happy. I feel happy.
All right. We have another mother to talk to us on this experience, or on her experience with the abduction of, is it daughter?
His son.
How was it?
It was traumatic.
Traumatic.
Agonizing. I have no adjective to even describe it, because if I'm to describe it, anyway, they say experience is the best teacher. There's only somebody who has passed through something that will know how it feels. It's something that I will not pray even for my enemy to pass through.
I believe you are happy now. What is your hope?
I am very happy. I'm very happy. Despite the fact that they are not feeling fine, I still thank God, because I know where they are. I know they are in safe hands. Okay. So I thank God, thank whosoever made it possible.
So you are ready to bring them back to school?
That one depends on the children. I cannot force, because they are adults.
But you convince them to come back?
Well, if there's an extent that you can influence an adult. If they were small kids, one can do that, but they are adults.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to another mother who will also share her thought with us. How was the experience like?
In fact, the first experience that we've had, it wasn't easy by us, but God was on our side. And that is why today we are rejoicing.
Thank you.
When this thing happened, we cried, and the Lord keep on telling us we should wait.
So how are you feeling now?
I'm feeling great, happy. In fact, I cannot explain what God has done in my life and the life of my daughter.
Thank you very much.
The Lord has done great things that we cannot. It's great.
Congratulations. All right, that is the feeling by parents who are on ground to receive their loved ones here at Apaka College of Forestry Mechanization.
Man, I would like to know, we're happy that the students are actually back, but before we talk about them reuniting with their parents, do we have any information regarding their health, their status right now?
Received from the police clinic is that the freed students are in good health, because we have our crew deployed to that clinic. So they are in good condition, they are being taken care of, they are being cleaned up, and that is why immediately after the Friday prayer, that is the confirmation we received, they will be brought into the school for official handover to the school management and to their parents and guardians too. So that is the situation for now. So after Friday prayer, it has been confirmed to us that they will bring them to the school.
Imam, we want to thank you so much for your efforts. We hope to get more details from you in subsequent bulletins. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Moving on, President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the recommendation of the Ministry of Transportation under the Minister Chibuike Rotimi Amechi for the setting up of an administrative panel of inquiry to investigate the management of the Nigerian Ports Authority, NPA. A statement by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, indicates that the President has also approved that the Managing Director, Hadiza Bala Husman, step aside while the investigation is carried out, while Mr. Mohammed Kolo will act in that position. The panel is to be headed by the Director, Maritime Services of the Ministry, and the Deputy Director, Legal of the same Ministry will serve as Secretary. Other members of the panel will be appointed by the Minister. You're still watching Panorama. Let's take a breather. More reports to come. Just stay with us.
The struggle for independence had been a long and tough one. Our founding fathers and compatriots sacrificed their comfort and even shed their blood. We cannot at this point in history afford to spirit away their sacrifices for immediate but temporary gains of today. Let us emphasize what unites and not what divides us. Working for the unity of purpose with a stronger vision for a better tomorrow. NTA, growing with the nation.
Together, no matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together. Let's stop fighting each other. Let us live as one. It doesn't matter where you come from, your tribe or religion, man, woman or child. It doesn't matter who you are. Put Nigeria first. No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together. How can we develop when we're always in crisis? Families have become refugees in their country. No matter our differences, show some understanding. No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together.
The counsel of our fathers.
I will urge and advise our younger generation to use talent and brain to sort out problems, not arms.
Nigerian youths, let's build our nation.
My advice to these young people is please do not take us back to those harrowing days. You probably do not know what it is.
I believe we have fought one civil war too many in this country. So those who experience it will run away from it.
Nigerian youths, let's build our nation together.
Thanks for staying with the NTA. Time now to join Chinenye in our Enugu studio for the continuation of Panorama. Chinenye, over to you.
Many thanks, Elizabeth, and welcome to Enugu. In view of the rising security challenges in the country, some community and religious leaders in Enugu State have re-emphasized the need for peaceful coexistence and for Nigerians to support efforts made so far to keep the nation as one indivisible nation. The report.
Nigeria is a nation made up of people from different ethnic and religious backgrounds with diverse cultures. Though it was witnessed before now, reports of bloodletting, mass killing, and kidnap for ransom has become the daily realities. However, despite these security threats to nationhood, the Nigerian government has remained resolute in bringing the situation under control by adopting several measures aimed at keeping the country united. Some religious and community leaders in Enugu were of the opinion that Nigerians have sacrificed a lot to keep the nation as one indivisible entity, hence the need for all hands to be on deck to stem the tide of insecurity in the country.
Yes, our advice as royal fathers always is that of peace, is that of tolerance, is that of love, and we cannot deviate from that. What is happening in Nigeria today is a thing that has to give us sleepless nights.
They also called on elites, political leaders, and others to stop politicizing security issues and desist from acts inimical to sovereignty of the country.
The Igbo people, they were peace-loving people. The hospitality is there. We eat together, we play together, we watch ball together for so long. I think it's very, very important that I marry from there.
Everyone feel at home. The Yorubas are here, the Hausas, the Fulanis are here, and they all feel at home. We don't have any problem with them, we don't quarrel with anybody, and we are living in peace.
It was also the views of respondents that fake news and hate speeches should be discouraged because even though democracy allows for free speech, it does not allow for reckless statements which intentionally undermine security.
And that report forms our background for discussion today on Panorama. And with me in the studio to speak further on the topic is the traditional ruler of Umuawalagu Nateze community in Enugu State, His Royal Highness Igwe Ebe Nwobodo. Igwe, you're welcome to Panorama.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Igwe, Nigeria is facing some security challenges, no doubt about that. As a custodian of the people and the culture, what efforts have been made in your community to complement that of the federal government in stemming the tide of insecurity?
Definitely there is insecurity, but this cannot be blamed on anybody. It is something that has occurred in this country, and our responsibility is to try and see that there is peace. In my community, we have villages, and each village has a peace committee. And then there is also peace committee in my palace. That is the traditional rulers executive committee. If there is any problem, it is first handled in the village, and if there is need, it is then transferred to my palace for the Igwe's cabinet to handle. In fact, we have the security organizations already established by government, the forest guard, the neighborhood, and we also have peace committees in the various villages, and then a central committee under the traditional ruler. So we do everything to be in peace and also to cooperate with other communities around us.
Igwe, talking about peace now, our forefathers have made a lot of sacrifices to keep this country as one united and indivisible nation. So what would you say to some people calling for the disintegration?
To me, there is no need for disintegration. This country should continue to be one country, should continue to be peaceful and harmonious. In fact, Nigeria did not start today. And you will see that Nigerians are everywhere. Even in my community, one of my compounds, the security men there are Hausa people. You go to the north, there are many Igbos. You go to Yoruba, everywhere, and within Enugu, you have people from other areas. The civil war we had was not pleasant. So there's no need for further wars. There's no need for disintegration. There could be restructuring, maybe giving more powers to the states, as in the United States and other places, over revenue, over control of police, and so on. But there is need for a united Nigeria.
Igwe, you're talking more on the need for peaceful coexistence now. So yes. What will be your final words to Nigerians at this time?
My final words is that all people should join hands. The religious leaders, the traditional rulers, youths, all organizations should join hands and support the president in ensuring that there is peace in this country. Whoever is the president, as long as you are elected president, the person should be supported. And the person should also realize that it is said that the service you give to yourself dies with you. But what you do to the people, what you do to the nation will live and be remembered forever.
Okay, thank you so much, Igwe. We will leave it here for now, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us on Panorama.
Thank you.
I have been speaking with the traditional ruler of Umuawalago Autonomous Community in Enugu State. I will take a break here. Panorama continues in a moment. Do stay. The Enugu Network Center. We thank you so much for being a part of it. But do remember that